Hi everybody, Healing Toolbox here. Diabetes runs in my family, so I have the task also of getting back to the sweetness of life. I'm partly reading from notes here because everything that I'm talking about here is really very new stuff, and the literature of this is about this much, and about half of that I've written myself with my friends. There isn't much written on addressing diabetes and healing it as returning to the sweetness of life. So I thought I would do something on it, and this is what this is. You're probably watching this because you're wondering if diabetes that you have or a loved one has could be a message from your body that you could learn something from. That's a good sign. That's basically what medical intuitives do. They help people connect the dots between their issues and their illnesses. If you get stuck, give me a call. Let's agree on some terms right away. In the hospital, they'll tell you type 1 diabetes occurs when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin to shift glucose into the cells who need it. In type 2 diabetes, insulin is not used effectively. This they call insulin resistance. This also results in poor absorption of glucose. Both problems stem partly from inflammation and eventually death of insulin-producing cells called the islets of Langerhans, named after the guy who discovered them. They're in the pancreas. At Healing Toolbox, my friends and I have a somewhat different view of diabetes. Let's talk about the part of you that makes insulin, these little islets of Langerhans. This is the part of you who is sensitive. More precisely, it's sensitive to the sweetness of your life. This part of you is meditating on, paying attention to, measuring the sweetness in your life, or its absence. The best description I found of the pancreas is that it's shaped like a dog's tongue. So it is literally savoring sweetness in you, which results in the creation of insulin. How delicate is this part of you who does that? Wikipedia suggests there are only about 1 million islets of Langerhans in the pancreas of an healthy adult human. That's very few cells. If you put them all together and weigh them all together, they would add up to 1 to 1.5 grams, about the weight of a normal-sized paperclip. This tells us this part of you who savors sweetness inside you and therefore produces insulin is very delicate. There is a fairy tale suggestive of the very sensitive parts of us. This fairy tale is The Princess and the Pea. And you'll recall that she can't get to sleep because she's uncomfortable. This sensitive part of us is very fragile, especially in comparison to muscles and bones. It can be knocked out easily. If the sweetness of your life is leaking out or is already gone, these very sensitive cells degrade. So, are you running on empty in the sweetness department of your life? If you are not considering the sweetness in your life, you're ignoring a very sensitive and important part of you. Marianne Castellanos of healthyenergetics.net has pointed out the connection between insulin resistance in the pancreas and insulin resistance in the cells generally. If the cells do not feel life is sweet for them anywhere in the body, really, they're less likely to take in insulin to process sugars. These are very new ideas, and Marianne and I don't have a lot of language for them, and we would love someone like you to come forward and interview us and start a research project so that we could kind of spell this out better for people. I look forward to hearing from you. If you get stuck, give me a call. Healing Toolbox is available, of course, online, and I'll see you in the next video. I would love to see your comments below this video right here also.